You guys ready to see that creepy doll movie?
Oh, yeah.
No, we saw that one last week.
Yeah.
Where'd the doll go?
Hi.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Talk by Initial Reaction. I'm Philip, and joining me this week are my brothers
Jacob
and
Caleb.
And this week we saw Annabelle Comes Home. It is the third Annabelle movie and the next movie in this Conjuring universe. Just going to be up front here and say I haven't seen either of the previous Annabelle movies. I think I've seen all of the other Conjuring universe movies, though. But what about you guys? Where are you at in this series?
I've just seen Conjuring 2, I think.
Yeah. We saw The Nun together.
Oh, yeah, we did.
But
okay.
that, yeah.
Is
yeah,
that in the same universe?
It
terrible.
is, yeah.
Okay.
Nun and La Llorona, and I think there's another one.
I didn't see La Llorona.
It came out earlier. It doesn't matter. Have you seen any of the Annabelle ones, though?
I saw Annabelle Creation when it first came out, but I can't really remember any of it.
Okay, so that's where we're coming from on Annabelle Comes Home. But no, initial reaction. Well, I guess I should give it a little bit more of a setup. This is directed by Greg Doberman. He has written most of the other Conjuring universe movies. He wrote It as well.
Hello.
The 2017 It, and but this is his directorial debut, I think, as far as a feature goes. So he's contributed to this universe before, but this is really the first time that he is getting full creative control as he wrote this screenplay and directed it. And it kind of is the bow tie on bringing the Conjuring movies and the Annabelle movies together, because you have Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga returning as the Warrens, and but this story more centers around their daughter, who's played by McKenna Grace, and a weekend at the Warrens' house when they are away with a couple of babysitters. And so, initial reaction: what do you guys think? Just initial thoughts of Annabelle Comes Home.
It was pretty good to me. It was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool. I guess it was. I don't really know, man. It was cool.
What about you? No?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. Are we doing spoilers or?
Save it.
Can we talk about? Okay.
Talk about just
It
like
was okay.
initial feelings.
Can we
Yeah.
talk about
It
And then
wasn't
we'll get into
anything
spoilers.
great, but it wasn't terrible.
So middle of the
felt.
road
Yeah.
for you, like as far as
Maybe
scary
a
movies.
little. Well, if it probably a little below average.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna be the higher person on
It's
this
better
one.
than The Nun.
Yes.
It was way better than the Nun. And see, that's the thing. I didn't see either of the previous Annabelle ones because I heard the first one was like terrible.
Really?
I heard the second one was good, but I didn't watch it. But
I remember. Yeah, I remember it being good. I can't really remember any of these like specific details, but I remember.
Do you remember liking that one more than this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I liked Creation a lot.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that one out then,
Yes.
because I actually did. I came in because of those kind of expectations, because I hadn't seen any of the other ones. I kind of came into this expecting run-of-the-mill horror flick, and didn't know what to expect. So I kind of like it was a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yes.
Because I didn't expect a whole lot from it. But I don't know. The one thing was it wasn't really as much of an Annabelle movie, really, as I expected. They had a lot more things going on in there.
Like scarier, like creatures and stories and all. Like it kind of reminded me of a more serious Goosebumps, like. It's not like cheesy, but with all the different creatures coming out, and like Annabelle was kind of controlling all of them.
Right.
That's what I
like the little ventriloquist doll.
Yes.
I gotcha. No, it was kind of like more of a House of Horrors type thing than it was a straight up Annabelle movie. And I've only seen Annabelle in how she's been utilized in the Conjuring movies before, so I wasn't sure. But if you look at it cynically, it could be taken as this is just setting up 5 other movies that are going to come in the Conjuring universe, and that's fine. Like, we are going to get those, but I thought it actually earned the scares that it did deliver pretty well, and built to the third act where it just kind of goes bonkers. I felt it earned it more than just it was like an obligation because it's a scary movie. I don't know. I mean, any other like big thoughts you had about it before we jump into any spoiler territory?
I just thought all the like demons and stuff there very well. They looked very good.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of CGI.
Yeah, no, it didn't look cheap.
No, yeah.
It looked very well put together, and the actors were pretty good. I don't know, did they usually bat in this universe?
No,
I can't really remember. I just remember the wife and husband, honestly.
Yeah, they get, really pretty credible names.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of expect Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga to only be in this a little bit, and they are. They're really, it's kind of just they do like an opening. And then once you get past that, the girl who plays their daughter, McKenna Grace, she was in a movie called Gifted a couple years ago with Chris Evans. It's really good. If you haven't seen that, check that out. She was young Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel. She was in another pretty big movie. I don't remember though. But no, she's generally really good. And yeah, the babysitter, I think her name is Madison Iseman. You might recognize her from the new Jumanji a couple of years ago. But no, there was like there's another girl that it's the babysitter's friend, and she's they have like this trio like camaraderie going on that's actually, you buy into it. And even the other girl, Daniela is her name, I'm not sure the actress's name, but you think she's just going to be the dumb bimbo who wants to go explore the Warrens' basement because we need a movie. Yeah, and instead they like give her some backstory that
has motivation to what she's doing.
Yeah, it makes her interest in that stuff more genuine than just like, I want to stir some stuff up. Yeah. So, no, anything else stick out to you as far as?
I liked how they didn't like make one of the girls like a main, like had to be the main character. That was one thing I did like about it. How they all kind of had their times and they worked around it, and I thought that was pretty cool and different. Instead of just having the main girl and then, like you said, the dumb friend and then the babysitter. So yeah, I did like that in a way that it was different in that fact. Yeah, no, that's true. They you really think the Warrens' daughter is going to be like the center of the story, and but they each do get a storyline or a character arc rather about because the daughter, the Warrens' daughter, is really kind of taking on this gift her mom has and is trying to figure that out, and she's dealing with the repercussions of like the kids around her and her parents' reputation and how that affects her life, and which is something you don't really consider when you're watching like the Conjuring movies, and so I thought it was kind of cool to take that angle, whereas the teen girls, you have Daniela, who is dealing with a family issue and her reasoning for wanting to go to the Warrens' house, and then the babysitter, Iceman's character, who is she's just like she's so good, like, or she's so like humble and nice that you almost want to believe there's going to be a turn in her, but and I guess we won't say if there is or not. I don't know if that's a good way to tease that, but no, it's but they give her kind of a subplot of a love story too, and that was enjoyable. Like, it gives you really want to root for these characters, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and in a scary movie, that's a good thing that to have, because I genuinely didn't want any of them to bite the dust. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. No, so that being said, you mentioned getting into some spoiler territory. We'll go ahead and throw that up there. If you haven't seen Annabelle Comes Home or want to see it or don't care, any of those reasons right there, right now, I'm spoiler alert. So going forward, there we go. What did you want to get into? Like you said, none of them bit the dust. Well, like the whole time, I kind of like felt like none of them were gonna die. Oh yeah. So I
wasn't sure. I thought the friend might.
See, I didn't think she was. Like, I just felt the whole time there were no stakes to it. Like, I felt the whole time like I knew they were going to live. So the whole time I was just kind of like...
Yeah, and see, I wasn't sure of, like, the
boy.
The boy, yeah. It would feel like an easy out if they'd killed the boyfriend, though. So I was hoping they wouldn't do that. But But I didn't know. I really thought they might go for the friend because of her storyline with her dad and everything. I thought they might try to spin that in a way, but I don't know. But no, I actually kind of I liked how they used the sound to like kind of reinforce the presence of Annabelle. Yeah, like I thought that was really cool, and that in and of itself is like reason enough, I would say, to see it in a theater because you get that surround. Yeah, you really feel it, and especially in a horror flick like this, like that is key to the experience of it. And I thought that was pretty effective. Trying to think of some other things that stood out to me. Mainly that this was less of I kind of appreciated that
it was a different story. Like, it wasn't strictly Annabelle.
Well, that it knows Annabelle by it herself isn't necessarily the scariest thing or object or whatever, and it utilizes her as well as it can because it'll get shots of her staring directly at the camera, and you're like, is her eyes moving?
What else is she gonna do?
Right? Yeah. So I was glad that they kind of realized that and took that to another level, but which was more than I expected from this movie. So I don't know. Anything else spoilery you want to get into?
No, I think we've said it.
All right. Well, as you guys know, here on Tavern Talk, we do out of 5 stars. So Annabelle Comes Home, what would you give it?
I go back and forth between 2.5, 3.
Okay.
So pretty solid. It's a solid, scary movie.
I'm going to give you a 3 on the little graphic right here.
There you go.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I like graphics.
Okay. What about you?
I'm going to go 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2.5.
Oh, man. I am going to be... I was going to go 3.5. Like,
Lord.
I really like...
Caleb Gray's hard, remember?
He did, yeah. He don't like anything.
He hates everything.
He hated Spider-Man. So.
I did not. And he's talking about Spider-Man Homecoming, and I did not hate Spider-Man Homecoming. I really liked it. I just didn't give it 5 stars. But I'll give Annabelle Comes Home 3.5. I actually had a lot of fun with this. I thought it was one of the better scary movie theatrical experiences I've had in a while. There were a lot of jump scares. I thought it really, from the beginning through the second act, really built up all the elements that were surrounding Annabelle, and then in the third act, just kind of let it all, just let it all go in a crazy, effective and crazy good way. Like it was more fun than I thought it was, but it was more scary than I actually anticipated as well, because I thought it was going to be just a bunch of jump scares and cheap thrills, and it amounts to a little more than that because you do come to care about the characters and care about what their what their lives might be past this movie, if they make it past this movie. We've already spoiled it. What am I talking about?
Dude.
Yeah.
No one does.
No one does. Oh well. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for. You should like and subscribe and all that good stuff as well. And if you're going to see Annabelle Comes Home, definitely do that at a movie tavern. If you have a movie tavern near you, definitely check out that experience. It is full dining, full movie, all the good things that you could want. And if you're looking for a cheaper way to do things, they have $5 Tuesdays where you can get a free thing of popcorn if you're in their movie club. So definitely sign up for that online, marcustheaters.com. And then on Thursdays is student night. If you have a student ID, you get in with a discounted ticket price as well as a free popcorn. So definitely worth the trip to Movie Tavern if you haven't been to one, or if you have one near you and haven't experienced, definitely do that. But thanks guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry it was.
You're never coming
I'm sorry
back.
You guys didn't love this movie, but no, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next week with a new review, as we do every week.